didn't expect to be the one doing the legal jargon segment this time. A Date with Yuri is, from what I understand, a modification of the game Doki Doki Literature Club. That means it is unaffiliated in any way with Team Salvato. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers for the official game. Game files for the official game are required to play this mod, and they can be downloaded for free at https://ddlc.moe or on Steam. Click the OK button to sign a legally binding contract that states that I myself, along with the team that created A Date with Yuri, are not responsible for anything that happens next.
Fair enough.
Thank you for your cooperation. I look forward to sharing this experience with you.
This is very cute. Team Red Mazda RX-7. Stock. The stock is very important. I have to admit though, it's very cute. I've never seen someone do the loading screen with the girl that was featured for the mod in that way. Also, this ooh. But I have to admit that also this is I like the music for the opening menu, but what it do, everyone? It's your boy JQilin here with another mod for the channel. This was created by some dude named Ayat, my boy Ayat. I'm looking forward to see what you and the boys at Team Red Mazda RX-7 stock have delivered us for today. Apparently this is supposed to be a cute little Valentine's Day mod with Yuri, even though this will come out well after Valentine's Day, but better late than never, I guess. If you guys are excited for A Date with Yuri, for all the Yuri fans out there, be sure to hit the like button and stick around because we're not going to waste any more time. We're going to enter our name and have a good time with our dear purple waifu. She said she'd meet me here at 1700. I've been entertaining myself with my phone on this bench for about 30 minutes now. It's not like her to be radio silent. What's the holdup? Was there a change of plans? No, she's probably just late, right? I could probably handle waiting for a little longer. Though, at the same time, she kept me waiting for a while already. I'm patient, but I'm not that patient. But maybe it might be better to call her? Figure out what's going on? Decisions. Also, apparently this is a very decision-based game. From what I've seen, like they wanted to make it true to the VN experience, so your decisions have weight here. So I'm like, huh, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, this is cute. I like this. We're gonna save here. I'm gonna try to call her. I should probably call her. I type Yuri's number into my phone. Better safe than sorry, right? Hopefully she'll pick up. Ooh. Oh, we're gonna be calling on. She used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. I know when the hotline bling. That can only mean one thing.
Hello.
Hey, Yuri.
Oh, hi, Kilin. My apologies for not informing you about my current circumstances. I'm aware that I am a little late.
Only a little?
Okay, terribly late. I'm sorry.
Don't worry about it. I'm just calling to see if you need to cancel or anything.
Oh, no. No need to cancel. I'm still coming. Actually, I'm pretty sure I might be nearby. I think I see you on a bench.
Really? I look ahead of me for a second. Lo and behold, Yuri's coming towards me. I can faintly see her long purple hair in the distance. You weren't kidding. I can see you walking over here. You're looking quite elegant as you do. You're looking quite elegant as you do so, actually.
Thank you.
Here she comes.
So, do you want to hang up first, or?
Ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at Yuri. She's great. So this looks like the school skirt, but recolored. And then this looks like her sweater, recolored. But she has a nice necklace off, so this looks really nice. The recoloring of the sweater here is actually pretty decent, I have to admit. And I like the little necklace they gave her. This is a nice look for her, I'm not gonna lie. But the default music, no! I chuckle to myself as I hang up on Yuri, who is now right in front of me. Noticing my chuckle, Yuri smiles slightly.
There's no need to worry anymore. As you can see, I'm clearly still alive.
Oh, and she has some jokes. Yuri has jokes now, apparently. Who'da thunk? I didn't think you were dead, jeez. Just got a little anxious, I guess. I knew you weren't the type to lead me astray, though. So, did anything happen in between me waiting and you showing up?
I can't tell you. You think it's stupid.
You can't just assume I'd think that way immediately. And even if it is dumb, I'm pretty sure it's not that dumb. If we're gonna be in a relationship, we need to start trusting each other more.
That's true. Do you really want me to tell you, though?
Yeah, as long as you're comfortable with telling me, of course.
Oh, alright. Well, I was thinking about how to present myself in front of you. This outfit wasn't originally what I was planning to wear, but I thought it looked pleasant. What do you think? Do you like it?
Oh crap. She is wearing something new today. I'm so used to looking directly at her eye level with her that I don't actually stare at her posture that I almost didn't notice. He's like, I'm so focused at looking at her eyes up here, so I don't stare at the eyes down there. I take the time to look at what Yuri decided to wear for this occasion. The sweater she's wearing usually be in a beige color, but that one's red. Accompanied by a gold necklace and a black skirt. Goodness. I don't know how, but her beauty only manages to grow every day.
Qilin.
Shit, I haven't said anything yet. Quick, think of something, Qilin. Anything. Okay, I'm gonna say be blunt, but if that doesn't work, I'm gonna be respectful.
Anyway, where would you like to go first? Only be right to let you pick after how late I was.
I know a good place around here that Sarah and I used to go to all the time when we were kids. Oh, Cliche Club. Follow me. Yuri nods and follows closely behind as we walk towards the bustling city. I still don't know if it really is the best decision to let our first date be out in public, knowing how reclusive Yuri can be. Knowing how reclusive I could be too, for that matter. But hey, maybe it'll work out.
If I may ask, when is this place that you have fond memories for?
Why? It's only the best place on this block. You'll have fun, I promise. We quickly get to the front door of our destination, and I hold the door open for her, like the true gentleman that we are. She smiles faintly and walks through with me close behind. Oh, the arcade. Here we are.
A local arcade, huh? Not exactly where I thought I'd end up today, but I suppose only fair for me to step out of my comfort zone for you now.
If you end up not enjoying it, we can always leave. Also, this is very interesting music for an arcade. I'm getting, like, sort of sci-fi epic vibes from this.
I'm well aware.
That being said, what should we do first? I've got quite a few games I could recommend, if you hear me out. Also, I just realized that we said be blunt, but we didn't get anything to represent that choice. I think this because they were rushing to get this mod out on time. So, Yuri nods and listens intently. Okay, so over to my left, there are a couple of rail shooters, which are always my favorite.
Probably shouldn't start with those. My hand-eye coordination isn't the best.
Says the girl who loves wielding knives. Makes sense. Alright, well, in front of us are some claw machines. Wanna try those?
Giant scams.
They're practically Ponzi schemes. Damn, Yuri. Tell it like it is, Yuri. Really?
You don't know. Those machines are often programmed so it's difficult to grab whatever you want on purpose. It has barely anything to do with positioning at all.
Huh. That explains a lot. Also, Yuri looks so pissed. It's like she's speaking from experience. I can just imagine younger Yuri trying to use a claw. She's like,
damn it! I can't get the little damn bear in the back. These damn machines.
Right. Thinking of a good game for Yuri to join here is a bit difficult. I need something to give her a bit of challenge. I'll give her a little bit of a challenge while also not being outright rigged or difficult for her to adjust to. The perfect game of skill. Wait a minute. I got it. I knew he was gonna say skee ball. I was like, is he gonna say skee ball? Skee ball. My nigga. Skee ball.
What? What?
We're going to find the skee ball area. Come on. Also that... Jeez, you can tell this mod was rushed to come out. You can really tell this mod was rushed. I am curious to know what track this is, though, because I actually do like it. With a curious expression on her face, Yuri follows me as I attempt to find where the skee ball area was. I was able to find it after a short while. There. Finally found the damn things.
Right. Qilin, what exactly is skee ball? I don't come here often, if at all, so I believe I haven't seen this before.
Skee ball is the best redemption game in the history of redemption games. Let me show you how it works. I insert some money into the machine. The machine then gives me 9 heavy plastic balls. The game's all about rolling these balls over the hump. See those holes with the numbers in them? I point to the middle of the skee ball machine, which contains said holes and their point values. Goes from bottom to top in terms of most valuable, 10 being the least, 50 being the most if you go up a straight line. You can also risk for going either the 100 point holes to the left and right sides respectively.
Ah, I see.
I aim my first ball to go for the 100 hole, because of course you do.
The more valuable the hole, the smaller it is, therefore statistically meaning that any average player is going to score more valuable points less.
It's a good thing I'm no average player. As I say this, one of my balls makes their way into the 10 hole. Ignore that. I try again, aiming for the 100 hole, and the ball falls inside the 10 hole again. Hey, roll 10 of those, it's basically like you hit one 100 hole. Ignore that. Yuri starts smirking. This time, I try to go for the 50 hole. The ball goes into the 40 hole instead, which I won't complain about.
Hey, your luck's turning around. Maybe you should try going for those 100 holes again.
Maybe I should. I let Yuri's encouragement influence my next shot, and then another ball falls into the 10 hole. Yuri can't help but laugh to herself as Lady Luck strikes me down once again. Did you say that so you could see me fail again?
Oh, no. I'd never do that. Although, I suppose that would be funny.
Groaning, I decided to ignore Yuri and aim for the 50 hole with my remaining 5 balls. I managed to get it once while the rest of my shots were mediocre, but not 10s at least. My final score ended up being 260 points, which produced a decent amount of tickets to cash in later. Managed to turn it around a bit at the end there. You get the gist. Now, it's your turn.
Alright. Let me grab some yen out of my wallet.
No need. I thought we should go here. I don't mind being the one who pays. I insert more money to the machine. The balls refill. Yuri and I then switch positions. She looks over at me for a bit as she grabs one of the balls. That'll be encouraging. I give her a thumbs up. You got this.
You really think so? I never played this before.
Don't think about it too much. Just ease your mind and go with the flow.
Ease my mind. Go with the flow. Okay.
She turns back to the machine and aims her first shot. While watching her, I notice that Yuri plays skee ball with a bit of an interesting strategy. She intentionally aims for the 10 hole first. Then, after getting the 10 points, she aims upwards. She gets the 20, the 30, the 40, and the 50 hole in quick succession. Then, she seems to be calculating something in her head. Shifting the angle a bit, she goes for the 100 on the left and... Oh my god, she actually made it! Shan looks back to me, a little shocked that her strategy was working so far. Oh, I see, so she was like taking calculations in her head to see how hard she has to roll the balls, how far they're gonna go. That's smart, actually. Nice throw. I think you might beat my score thanks to that.
You sure? What did you score again?
260 points, I believe. You have 3 balls remaining and you're already at 250. Well, I mean, my dude. If she rolls the ball 10 times, she'll beat your score. I mean, if she gets 3 10 points, 10-point holes, she'll beat your score, bro. That's not... Bro, she's gonna beat your score. That's really good for someone who hasn't played before.
Thank you.
It's not it's Yuri doesn't do Try going for the 100 hole again. Yuri nods, aiming for the same 100 hole that she got the ball in earlier. Unfortunately, her ball falls into the 10 hole. Well, I suppose that's to be expected. Sometimes you can't catch lightning in a bottle twice. You've still been doing really well, though.
I know. I'm surprised about it myself.
She proceeds to aim for the 40 and 50 holes with the rest of her shots, ending up with a score of 350. The game ends, giving us even more tickets. Oh, the score ends up giving us even more tickets. Great job, Yuri. What do you think of skee ball?
It's really engaging, actually. I can see myself doing this more often. I want to do another round.
Be my guest. I insert more money into the machine, but Yuri stops me by placing her hands on top of mine. Where is this going? For a moment, we just stood there, staring into each other's eyes. Yuri's eyes look like little galaxies, while I'm staring into them from up close. It's kind of magical. Then, she gently puts my hand down and brings out her wallet. She's like,
no. Let me pay.
You're like,
Qilin, please. Allow me. I insist.
But I'm the one that...
I know. But I still feel bad, you know. Just taking without giving. It feels wrong. I believe any relationship should be balanced on both sides. And this goes for any context. Platonic, familial, romantic. Balance is the key to happiness.
Okay, Thanos. The silence in our corner of the arcade was palpable, almost to the point where you could cut it with a knife. Oh, I get it. You cut it with a knife because with Yuri, I get it. I I need to do something not make this feel as awkward. I mean, that... Really? I mean, I'll let her pay because I think that's the direction that they want us to go in, so might as well let her pay if she insists. Well, okay. I back away from the machine. You do have a point. I'd feel bad if I was taking more than I was giving, too. Yuri nods, smiling at me once again. Because at least she's showing the fact that she cares and she's not trying to take advantage of us. God, her smile is so cute. And nigga says this out loud. Sheen!
Eh? You think my smile's cute?
Did I say it out loud?
Yes, you did. Not that it's a bad thing, though. I love to hear you say more things like that to me.
I thought he was trying to say, I love to hear you say things like that more often, but... Really? Well, in that case... You got some nice hips! Bruh, this guy... this guy... He was like... He went from something so innocent like, oh, you have a nice smile too. Damn, girl, you got some childbearing ass hips. You got some nice hips. This fucking guy.
She's like, oh my god. I was expecting to go that far, that quickly. Then again, we both did confess to look at each other more respectfully. Probably should have expected your thoughts to be like that.
I snickered to myself while hearing that. Alright. I'll stop distracting you. Play the game. Also, I'm wondering if that was their way of saying that the right choice was to be more respectful, but... I'm not sure. The language didn't make it seem all that clear. And because I think this was so rushed, they didn't have a chance to proofread everything, really.
Okay. Playing the game now.
Yuri plays one more round of skee ball. She doesn't do as well as she did earlier, but was still pretty good for a beginner. She got 310 points this time.
You were right. This game's so good. If we come back here again, I know the first place I'm going to.
I told you skee ball was good. Where to next, though? I was about to say the same thing. I'm like, where are we going now?
Do they have anything cooperative?
They're the rail shooters I mentioned earlier, but I don't know if you want to go do those.
That's fine. Fair warning, though. I might not be best at games like those.
That's why I'm here. I'm not book smart, but I sure as hell am street smart. At least, virtually. Virtually street smart. Yuri giggles as we start heading away from skee ball. The two of us proceed to have a great time at the arcade playing air hockey, going on roller coaster simulators, and even trying out Samba Insurrection. Oh, I get it. Samba Insurrection. We aren't the best dancers. Or the best rhythm gamers. Dash, Hiatus, where you at, guys? Where you at? Evan, where you at? Doc, where you at? It was fun nonetheless, though. We go to the prize counter to turn in our tickets, and... Wait, is that Sayori? Oh, Sayori's here. In her regular casual outfit.
Hey, I knew I recognized that messy hair. How are you guys doing?
No, the default music! Sayori?
Hello, Sayori.
Since when do you work here?
Since yesterday, actually. I'm trying to turn my life around after, scaring you all on festival day.
Huh. That's jarring.
I'm sorry, Homos.
That's jarring.
Nonsense.
Huh? She's like, huh? Bitch, what do you mean nonsense?
You have nothing to apologize for. I may not truly know how it feels to be depressed, but I know it must be such a tough battle for you.
Not too loud. I'm not trying to have the whole place know.
Right, my apologies. Anyway, even without knowing how much you are going through, I'm going to be there for you when you need me. We all will. Right, Kilin?
Of course.
Of course.
I've been by her side for years already. Why would I abandon her?
I don't know. I guess that was a stupid question.
No, I wouldn't say it was stupid, it's just...
But, like we've established that you two already have a good relationship, my question is inherently stupid.
Okay, maybe it was. This fucking guy! He's like, okay, maybe your question was stupid. You fucking idiot. But you've only known me for like a week? 2 weeks? Yeah, you dumbass.
3 weeks. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. Damn, 3 weeks and he's already trying to have a relationship with her? Wow, dude works fast. I don't blame you for having that question after 3 weeks of knowing me compared to Cyrus several years.
The question's so stupid though. I can't believe
Yuri, it wasn't that dumb of a question. Jeez. Gosh, that laugh was awkward. Almost as awkward as this sentence I just had to read.
You guys are adorable.
Nonsense. She's the adorable one. I'm just here.
You're adorable too. Stop slandering yourself.
I'm so glad to have friends like you guys and the others.
Oh, I can tell this was rushed. Oh my god. My bro. My dog. Listen, my guy. Don't cut your mods so close to the day you're gonna release them. I need to play Poems of Presence to see if it's this rushed. My dude. I know you could do good shit because I saw Can You Spare a Poem, and that was awesome. So I'm just sitting here like, I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt because this was rushed, but I'm just like, it just hurts. Playing this hurts my soul.
I think that's enough about me. What you want from the rack?
I think I could possibly get a best friend discount. Maybe have the ticket prices on some of these.
No.
Worth a shot. It's just like, no. After briefly catching up with Sayori, we got our prizes from the prize counter and left, waving goodbye to her as we did so. So, what now?
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling a bit parched.
Now that you mention it, me too. Hungry as well. The two of us start looking around, trying to find a place to eat. Suddenly, Yuri's face... Why is Yuri looks mad? Yuri looks hella sus, bro. Why does Yuri look so sus? Suddenly, Yuri's face lights up. It seems like she's found somewhere to go. I look over at the cafe she's got her eyes on. Something tells me that we're gonna find Natsuki there. The sign nearby says... I feel like I'm gonna butcher this because my French isn't that good. Café de Retour. Retour? Yuri, what is that?
It's French for bliss.
Oh, Cafe of Bliss. Okay. That's what I'm feeling after that. Just the menu went away, and I'm like, they've been doing that a couple times. I'm like, why is that a thing? I have a feeling it's intentional, unless it's not. In which case, that's pretty sad. But if you're gonna watch this, can you explain those random cutaways that happen?
We should go there. I spent time in it before. The tea in that place is remarkable.
Fine by me then. Let's go. Alright, the tea in that place is remarkable. You're remarkable. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Wah. The two of us walk side by side to the cafe. This time, Yuri opts to hold the door open for me when we reach the front entrance. Ooh. I like this. We have our food. Well, I have my food. Yuri wasn't feeling that hungry, so she only ordered oolong tea. I decided to have a clubhouse sandwich with some fries on the side. I was about to say a cafe sandwich. I'm like, bro. Clearly those reading lessons I took aren't paying off. For some reason, I also decided to have lemonade. Not that that's a bad thing, I suppose. It's great. Okay, whatever makes you happy, bro.
How's the sandwich?
It's pretty good. I like it. You sure you're not hungry?
Well, no. Well, kinda. Not full meal hungry, at least.
You could have some of my fries if you want.
Don't think I will.
Why not?
Remember what I told you about a relationship feeling balanced?
You said that. You say that, yet you're the one who also insists on handling the bill for our visit here. And you wanted to be the one to pay for most of the machines back in the arcade.
Touché. Am I really allowed to have some of your fries?
Yes. I am actively encouraging you to. You have my consent.
Oh, okay.
I passed a small basket of fries over to her. Man, she's really self-conscious. It's kind of worrying at this point. I wonder if I should try to bring that up. Alright. Ask what she's trying to accomplish. I'm gonna ask if she's alright. I have to, right? Can't let her keep feeling so conflicted like this. I was about to say so accomplished, and I'm like, bruh. Yuri?
Yeah.
Are you feeling okay? I can't help but think this whole thing about balance in our relationship has some ulterior motives.
I'm fine. I promise. Growing up, I've been taught to be as respectful to my peers as I possibly can be. It's a life lesson I hold dear to my heart, because my father would often tell me no one likes those who are rude. Well, that's not exactly the way he worded it. He preferred to say, no one likes a prick instead, but you get the point.
That doesn't mean you have to pamper me either. I'm no one special. Balance is essential to any relationship, yes, but it also shouldn't be placed in favor of your own health, you know? What health? What health? Are you talking about like her mental health? Her emotional health? Her financial health? Because I'm like, all she did was just pay for things. She hasn't like put her body on the line or anything for the sake of balance, bro. I was like, that sentence doesn't make any sense. The way I see it, we're two people with limited time on this planet, spending it together. There should be a calm after planet, but you should be allowed to relax as much as I've been.
How eloquently put.
Spending time with you has helped with that. Aw, smooth. I go back to eating my sandwich. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Yuri taking a bite of one of the fries. Is it good?
Very good. The salt helps a lot in adding flavor to it. Thank you for letting me have them.
Thank you for loosening up a bit.
Hey!
I chuckle a bit to myself. Teasing her is just too easy. You know, your dad sounds like an interesting guy to be around. In before her dad is dead. I assume everyone in your family was as elegant as you are.
My mother and myself are the only ones I consider to be elegant. My father's a construction worker. He's a lot more blunt.
And the blue-collar worker being blunt cliche. Any siblings?
Nope. I'm an only child.
This special snowflake. She gets to go first in everything.
How about you? What's your family like?
They're as normal as I am, unsurprisingly. Dad's an office man, and Mom's a kindergarten teacher. My brother, though, he actually works for the police department around here.
Oh, really? What's his rank?
Rookie detective. He's part of their investigation team. His name is Detective Gumshoe. Sometimes, he even tells me about how his investigations are going if he can.
Interesting.
Yuri finishes her tea and wipes her mouth with the tissue she brought in. From where?
Pardon me for a moment. I must go to the bathroom.
I hope she's not gonna pull a tropical rain and, you know, do what she does in tropical rain. Alright. I'll make sure your things are safe.
Thank you. Don't shame, Captain.
Yuri hands me her purse and starts walking off to the bathroom. I finish on my sandwich as I wait for her to come back.
Kellen?
Oh, it's this casual outfit. I haven't seen this casual outfit since, her. Boy, Monica has hips for days.
Didn't expect you to be here.
Hey, Monica. How's it going?
Pretty good. I just came here to get some coffee. I assume you came in here with Yuri.
How do you know that? Did you see us together? You'd be correct.
That's nice.
But how did you know we didn't just come here because we wanted to enjoy ourselves at Cafe de Ritu, Monica?
Regarding her though, there is something I have to warn you about when it comes to being alone with her.
Okay, this is coming out of literally nowhere. Huh?
I don't know if you noticed it yet, but sometimes Yuri can get a bit excited, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean, Monica. Yuri hasn't shown anything of the sort at all since we've been with her. It's almost as if this plot point is coming literally out of nowhere because nothing from beforehand set it up. It's almost as if this mom was so rushed that they couldn't build up things in the clues of the story to lead up to this point, being some sort of massive revelation. I don't. Elaborate? Monica sits down in Yuri's chair.
I mean, this is the nicest way possible because she's my friend. But the way Yuri can sometimes act around people is odd. When she isn't off doing her own thing, she can sometimes come off a bit strongly.
I think she meant come on a bit strongly.
Remember when the two of you were going to fill the water pitcher together? And I was curious because that's usually a one-person job.
After drinking some of my lemonade, I nod, allowing Monica to continue.
She told me to mind my business for once. A bit cold, wasn't it?
I mean, yes, but no? She technically is allowed to do what she wants, Monica. I mean, yeah, that was kind of uncalled for, but sometimes you speak without thinking, you know? It's like, yeah, you nosy bitch, you ever thought about that? You fucking prick.
True. I imagine she does that often due to her social anxiety, making it difficult for her to keep friends.
Well, Monica, way to psychoanalyze Yuri.
Did anything weird happen when you guys were preparing the banner on Sunday before the festival?
Not that I can recall immediately. I mean, I guess the whole sucking blood thing from our finger. I begin to think about that day. The day I truly started falling for Yuri. Making that banner with her was so much fun. I relived that day in a heartbeat. Well, except maybe this one part. I remember when Yuri was showing me this cool knife she had. I accidentally felt the point of it with my finger, and it made a tiny wound. After inspecting it, for whatever reason, Yuri decided to lick the wound, and Monica's be like, I'm like,
What?
You heard me. Bitch, did I stutter? You heard me. She took my finger and licked the moon like a vampire.
My goodness, that really is weird.
Oh, that's nothing. I also remembered decided to lick her finger back.
Yeah, no. Let's not talk about finger licking anymore.
But Monica was finger licking good. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Wah.
Like, never again. Never, ever.
Fine by me. Why did you come over here anyway? Are you perhaps jealous?
Not in a million years.
Monica lifts up a fry from the fry basket. Hey! Those aren't yours.
Oh, relax. I'll just take one fry.
Monica quickly eats the fry.
These things are so good. I can't help myself. Anyway, look. I hope the best for you two. I really do. I don't mean to tell you all this to break up you two. Oh, to break you two up.
I prefer break up you two better.
All I'm saying is that I think you need to be more careful around her. I'm not entirely sure she's in the right headspace.
Okay, thank you, Monica. I mean, kind of a dick move for you to talk about your friend like this. This is also coming out of left field. Feels really forced. Not gonna lie. Makes you seem pretty nosy. Not gonna lie. But thanks for your concern, question mark? I feel like you might be overreacting a little bit. Just because someone does weird things doesn't automatically mean they're mentally compromised. No comment.
I didn't say she was mentally compromised. I said she might not be in the right headspace. Two different things. In any case, I really do hope I'm wrong. You guys look cute together.
Thanks. I'll tell you said that.
Okay. Make sure you have a poem for Monday.
Also, yes sir! Yes sir! Yes sir! Yes sir! Yes sir! That pose, yes sir! Those thighs, yes sir! Those hips, yes sir! That ass, yes sir! The way the top hugs her body just right, yes sir! Yes sir! Will do. Monica nods and waves goodbye to me. She starts leaving, but while I'm looking down for a split second, I can hear her go for the fry basket again. Damn, son. I quickly move the fries away from her. Oh, no you don't.
Come on, please. Just one more, I promise.
Only one more?
Yep.
I don't know.
Don't make me order you as your president.
Damn, son. Abusing your power? Sheesh! You're not even in the club room. We're not even in the club room right now.
Doesn't change the fact I'm your president, does it?
Fuck you too, Monica. With your fine looking ass. Fine.
Thank you.
I push the fry basket back closer towards her, and sure enough, she takes one more fry and nothing more.
Alright, I'm off. Have fun with the rest of your date.
I'm sure I will. See you, Monica.
Bye.
And as quick as she walked up, she left. And coincidentally, Yuri will come back.
I'm back.
Hi, back.
Was Monica here? I swear, I thought I just saw her white bow.
Yeah, she was here. Just now left, too. Just left now, too.
What a shame. Would have been nice to talk to her. Anyway, I seem to recall you telling me about your brother.
Oh, right. As we finish eating our food... What finish eating our food? You said you finished eating your sandwich before Monica showed up. Well, I guess they're the fries. I don't know how many fries they have left, so I guess there's that, but I was like, okay, never mind. The two of us got to learn more about our respective past. Would have been nice to hear about that kind of stuff instead of being told it. Yuri told me some of her favorite childhood memories about her family, and I did the same. But most of my memories were with Sayori instead. We keep talking about it as we exit the cafe. Sure would be nice to hear some of that stuff. You know, at some point, I was planning on becoming an actor.
No way. You're lying to me.
I'm not. Was even in the drama club for 1 year in junior high. Even got the male lead role of some really old tragic story once. And I mean old. Like the source material was damn near 500 years old at this point. I stopped pursuing a whole acting gig after a while though. Figured the stress that comes with it wasn't for me. Ha 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 ha. Can't relate.
Understandable. I don't think I'd ever see myself acting.
Yuri stretches her body and softly yawns.
I want to go to the bookstore.
Oh, so this we're gonna find Natsuki and she's gonna be trying to buy some manga and they're gonna do a whole manga is literature thing.
You don't have to come with me, but I'd appreciate it if you did.
Translation, please come with me. Well... Bruh. Bruh, I mean, like... Is there... Bruh. I'll walk into the store with you.
Really? Really? You wouldn't mind? It's a bookstore. It's not exactly the most exciting place.
Wouldn't be too long, right? We'll be in and out. Maybe I'll be able to find a book for myself too. Yuri's face suddenly goes from confusion to a bright smile. She looked more concerned than confused. I was like, why does she look so scared? She firmly grasps my hand. Firmly grasp it. Firmly grasp it!
Let's go!
We speed walk towards the bookstore. Hey, Yuri, wait! Don't be so rough. Okay, now we're seeing Yuri being a little excited. Now that Monica pointed it out. She didn't listen to me. We kept walking over there. In not much time at all, we go to the front entrance. Yuri happily sighs as she walks inside the bookstore. Excited, huh?
Very. I almost always walk in here alone, not counting the times when my family would take me here, obviously. I'm so glad you decided to come here with me.
I'm sure you were. That's why I say we're gonna go. I'm like, the obvious choice would be to say yes to go with her. I mean, we're supposed to be on a date after all. What kind of dick would we be if we're like, nah, I'm gonna wait outside. I got better shit to do. You go in there by yourself, girl. All I'm doing is the bare minimum.
The bare minimum still means a lot to me. Now, if you excuse me, I'm going to explore. You're free to follow at your discretion.
Okay, have fun. She nods and starts getting lost within the
atmosphere
of the bookstore. While I'm here, I think it might be nice to get her something. Why? She's already getting herself something. There are a lot of options for books here. I need to narrow it down to what she really likes. From what I know about her, she likes complex fantasy worlds a lot. She also likes stories with psychological elements. Okay, base game, I see you rearing your head. I think she might like horror. She owns Portrait of Markov, so at the very least, she isn't afraid to read horror. I feel like this is supposed to be, like... I have a feeling this is supposed to be a continuation of the Yuri route. Like, if we continue down the DDLC base game, and we found like a random weekend we want to date with her. And that's the vibe I'm getting from this mod. Could I possibly convince her to read manga? And Naosuke comes like, did someone say manga? It's not her preferred type of book to read, but I'm sure I could find something within her interest range in a manga too. I look around for a moment. Yuri hasn't been to the fiction area of the store yet. I walk over there and start looking for... I mean... Come on. Manga. Manga that is within Yuri's interest range. being someone that has read a lot of manga before, this probably won't be too hard. I head to the manga section, and we're gonna run into Natsuki. Let's see. First, I'd have to narrow the demographics down. She probably isn't a person that's into stories with lots of action, so shonens are out. She's not someone who prefers cute stories, so shoujos and kodomomukes are out. Kodomomukes are out too. I might be able to convince her to read a seinen, since those are more mature, but that's not guaranteed. Was she like a josei? A josei? Those are pretty mature too. Sure enough, I was like, if we sit in the manga section long enough, Natsuki's gonna rear her pink gremlin ass head. Then again, I can't tell if she's much of a romance novel person, and joseis are kind of like those. Need some help? Jesus! Natsuki! You came out of nowhere! Saw you coming here with Yuri. Pretty bold choice of getting her some manga of all things. Assuming that's what you're doing here. I know, right? I figured if it was something in the realms of her general interest, she might give it a chance. That being said, do you think she'd be a seinen person? Probably. Everything's so bleak and dramatic in those. Suddenly, Natsuki looks like she has an idea. I know the perfect manga series to get her started with. She turns to the manga section, looking for what she thinks is perfect for Yuri. Then, she grabs it and pushes it against my chest. I take it off her and look at the cover. I tried reading this once. It was a little too much for me, but I know for sure that Yuri's gonna love it. It's called Matsuno. Basically, the government bombs Tokyo after some experiments with children gone wrong, and the protag, experiments with children? The government was experimenting on children? Yep. And they messed up so bad that they bombed Tokyo? Yeah. Matsuno's got a lot of crazy shit in it. That's the tip of the iceberg. The tip? Just the tip. Anyway, 3 decades later, the protag, Tenikawa Senzo, tries saving his friends from the government's secret project. I suppose I would too if they bomb a city after failed experiments on children. You really think Yuri would like this? Portrait of Markov has a human experiment prison in it. Touché. Thanks, Natsuki. No problem. Making sure Yuri can't see me, I try to see if the bookstore has a self-checkout kiosk. Thankfully it does. Everything is going according to plan. Yes, everything is going exactly as planned. I check out Matsuno and place it in my bag. Natsuki walks over to me again. So, I'm bored, and Yuri seems lost in her happy place right now. Want to talk for a little bit until she comes back? Sure, lead the way. We walk over to the table where Natsuki's been residing currently. She sits back down in her chair. I sit down in the chair opposite her so we're facing each other. What brings you here? Peace and quiet, mostly. Brought some manga from my collection in the club room, and I figured today would be a good day to relax and read. How's the date been so far? Honestly, I'm just glad it's happening in the first place. Yuri's so beautiful. That's something I reluctantly agree with you on. The way her hair flows in the wind is a sight that I'm just blessed to behold. And those thighs. This fucking guy. Oh my. This fucking guy. I swear. Bro. Alright. Down, boy. Down. Like this fucking guy. I swear. Oh my god. That's that. TMI, bro. Don't want to hear about your wet dreams right now. Damn, Natsuki. Body blow, body blow, body blow. Get him, Natsuki, get him, Natsuki. Shit, sorry. I guess a part of me still can't believe this is happening. I hope she's having as much fun as I am. Not exactly sure. I'm not exactly someone who I figure would be Yuri's ideal type.
I didn't think she'd be into neeps either, but hey, live and learn. Like Sonic the Hedgehog.
I'm not a neat. I may be extremely unmotivated most of the time to actually do something with my future, but I'm not a neat. I'm more of a hikikomori. My honesty gets Natsuki to laugh a little bit.
Maybe she's into you because of how funny you can be, intentionally or otherwise.
I'd call that a win. Even if she only liked me for one thing, I think I'd call that a win. At the end of the day, I'm the guy she potentially wants to have a future with. I hope my grateful attitude towards her has been evident enough. Would hate for her to think I'm getting her hopes up. And I heard footsteps, so I'm guessing Yuri's right behind us or something.
Well, I don't know what she's thinking all the time, but maybe you can ask her.
And as she says this, she points to something presumably behind me. This gets me to turn around.
Hi.
Oh, hey there. How long were you behind me for?
Not too long, don't worry. I've checked out what I need to get. Hi, Natsuki.
Hey, tell me if I need to beat this dude up later, alright?
I assure you, nothing like that is necessary. Ready to head out, Qilin.
Standing up from my chair, I nod. See you around, Natsuki. Natsuki waves goodbye from her seat and as she resumes reading. Yuri and I exit the bookstore.
It's nighttime already.
Well, we were walking here when the sun was setting.
Oh, right. So that quote about time flying was true, huh?
Would that imply that you've been having fun?
Indeed. Now that it's getting dark out, I think we should start heading out of here.
Sounds good to me. But where?
If I may suggest a location, could we go to my house?
Ooh, we're gonna go to Yuri's house. Yeah. Wait, what? Your house?
Yeah. I know it sounds a little forward, but my parents are currently on a small vacation from their respective jobs. Would you like to stay over if you are free to do so?
Of all things she could have said, I didn't expect that. And she asked it without so much as stuttering either. I had figured a proposal like this would cause her to feel some form of embarrassment. Not that I mind, though. You're in luck. I had to be free for the rest of the evening. There, she said, I don't know, let me check my schedule. He takes out his phone, he scrolls through, I think I might be able to squeeze you in. What do you have in mind when we get there?
Not much in particular. Probably some Netflix and chill.
You catch my drift?
Correct me if I'm wrong.
But I believe earlier you were admiring my hips. Where is this going? Wow. Whoa. Shit. Whoa. Whoa, Yuri. Hold the phone, bro. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Shit.
He was like, why don't we relax on my couch in the living room and see what happens?
Yuri walks up to me, extends her hand out. Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Maybe. Maybe not. What's the fun in telling you my plans now?
Fair enough. Yuri's like, hey, you said I was looking kind of good earlier. Why don't you come over and see how good I really look without all your clothes on, know what I mean? Why don't you come back to my place and hit it from the back? Oh my god, Destiny. Holy shit, dude. My hand interlocks with Yuri's. We start heading to her house. It wasn't too far from where we were. We placed our belongings on the living room table. Our shoes are by the entrance. It's a nice little house, by the way. Also, I see Yuri has, I think that's manga over there under the TV. Kind of looks like it, which is funny because I know Yuri isn't really the manga reading type, so. Yuri said it was proper etiquette. I do like this background, though, nonetheless. It actually looks really nice. I may have stumbled a little bit when it comes to today, but Yuri doesn't seem to care. She's as happy to be with me as I am with her.
Here we are. Get yourself comfortable. I'll be right with you in a moment.
Alright. I sit down on the couch, allow my body to ease itself from any tension I may have. Yuri proceeds to walk to the kitchen. Putting on my headphones again, I start listening to some lo-fi beats. Ah yes, as we do as a young Gen Z male, listen to our lo-fi beats. I let my arms rest on the back of my head, leaning onto the back of my couch. Here's the lo-fi beats coming in. I think my life's finally turning around for the better. I could imagine myself getting a couch like this for when Yuri and I start possibly moving in together. Damn, son, you're thinking about the future already? You know, I wonder if it's gonna be something where we think Yuri's gonna get it in with us, and then she's gonna hold us at knife point. This date hasn't been perfect, but she still wants me around, so that's gotta mean something. Yep, I can see myself on a couch exactly like this in about, let's say, 10 years. For now, though, I'm just going to kick back and relax. As I'm listening to the music, Yuri takes it upon herself to gently remove one of the headphones from my ear.
I have a surprise for you.
She whispers that right into my ear. Her soothing voice sent tingles down my spine. She then proceeds to walk from behind the couch to the front of it, therefore in front of me.
Here.
From behind her back, she reveals a chocolate bar and holds it out in her hand.
You gave me chocolate when we read together the second time. I liked it so much that I tracked down the brand and voila. Want some?
You're damn right I would. Chocolate's the best. I take the bar from her. Why don't we share, though? I could split it in half and we could both take a piece.
No thanks. Not in the chocolate mood right now.
Understandable. While taking off my headphones, I take a bite out of the chocolate bar. What's the plan now?
I figured we could possibly read one of the books I got today.
Fine by me. Shit, that reminds me. That book I got for Yuri. Now would be a good time to show it. Now would be a good time to show her it, right? I really think it would. Really? We're gonna do this now? Actually, I'm curious to see what happens if we do nothing, and then we go back to give her the book. Nah. That can be saved for a bigger occasion. A better occasion. And I'll just keep it hidden for tonight.
Kilin, are you alright?
Yeah. Sorry. I was just spacing out. More reading sounds fine to me.
Okay, cool.
I decided to take another bite of the chocolate as Yuri looks over at her bag. She seems to be contemplating whether she wants to read right now or not.
Kilin, I've been thinking about something that's been happening frequently through the date. We keep flirting with each other sometimes, talking about each other's bodies. So I wanted to ask you this. Could I hug you? I really want to hug you.
Interesting. Oh, of course you can. Come here.
Oh, Okay.
She wraps her arms around my neck, enveloping me into a soft hug. Wrapping my arms around her waist, I hug her back. The hug slowly transitions from something innocent to something a lot more intimate as it becomes tighter. She starts shifting her body weight onto me, wrapping her legs around my waist. Whoa. Whoa. Her head practically burrows into my chest.
This is nice. Can we stay like this?
Yeah, of course. We can stay like this for however long you like. For a little while, we don't say much else. We stay there, embracing each other happily, feeling the warmth of each other's bodies.
I wish we could stay like this forever.
Honestly, I do too. I really appreciate... Shit, I'm starting to feel tired.
No worries, Killin. I'm right here. If you pass out, I'll make sure to get out a guest futon. You'll be treated in the best way possible. It's the least I could do after such a good date.
Thanks. I start drifting into a deep slumber. I see them. It seems like multiple years of staying up late has finally caught up to me.
Shh. It's okay. Don't fight it.
You'll make this process so much easier if you don't. Wait, what? 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 Yo, did she spike the chocolate, bro? Did she spike the chocolate? What? Oh, hey. How's it going, Yuri? Why can't I move my arms or legs? Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Yo! Am I chained to the bed? Yuri! You gotta help me!
Help you?
Yes! I can't move! I try to wriggle my way out of the chains I've been forced in. Yuri simply stares at me. Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Hey, yo! Oh, the text box! The text log's changed.
I'm sorry, Killin, but I can't.
What do you mean you can't? You very well can!
Well, yeah. I know that realistically I could, but he wouldn't like it if I did. I had to render you unconscious using the chocolate and chainy. You hear from him.
Okay, that was oh, alright. You did this?
Yes, I did. I also apologize in advance for what's going to happen next.
Why? Who is he anyway?
Allow me to explain.
She sighs, pacing around the room.
I really didn't want to have to do this at first, you know. When Markov was telling me someone close to me had to be sacrificed, I really didn't want to get rid of you.
So she's sacrificing us to Markov? You know, this is like some Slenderman shit. It's like some Slenderman shit.
Then, today happened. You were very kind to me. I appreciate all that you've done today. Honestly, our day made it even harder to consider you for the vessel. But after weighing the choices again, you're the most unsuspecting host. You're the only one that no one would really suspect changing due to your own status as someone who is noticeably unremarkable. I didn't say it to be mean either. I think you're amazing, but clearly, a lot of the world probably wouldn't care about you.
Well, fuck you too, Yuri. Wait, back up. I thought Markov was a guy from your books.
You'd be partially correct. Unfortunately, he is stuck within the realm of fiction. That is why he told me a sacrifice must occur. That is why I helped form Markov's disciples.
Markov's disciples?
Why do you think I was so focused on you all the time? It was partially because I was in love with you, yes. But I also needed to watch your every move for data. Or for data, rather. Perhaps we weren't in a situation, and Markov already had a suitable host. I'd be able to make you my boyfriend without any worries. But alas, the timing of this really isn't fair on you. There's one positive thing I can say though. Your death won't be in vain. With your blood, what was once fiction shall become reality. You shall become the vessel needed for Markov to rise and engulf this planet in hellfire.
Hey, yo! Hey! Oh my god. Oh my god, bro. Bro. You're gonna kill me? What about everything we went through today? Our clubber meetings? The festival prep? Our date? All just it's like all just means to an end, my dear Killen. Means to an end. There to lull you into a false sense of security to gather that data I mentioned earlier. All for the means to ensnare you at this one moment. To make you the vessel for Markov to rise and engulf the world in fire and brimstone. To encompass the masses of the planet into a massive conflagration of damnation for all eternity.
Did all of that mean nothing to you? You're making this really difficult.
Yuri starts to crawl into the bed. She inches closer and closer towards me. Have you ever considered that I'm making this difficult because I don't want to fucking die, Yuri? If you let me go now, we can forget all this, and I won't turn you in. We can run away together or something.
Even if I did let you go now for my own personal gain, you know too much, and Markov only knows what he'd do to punish me for my failure. I'm really sorry, Killen. This has to be done.
We are now at eye level. She's practically on top of me at this point. Please, don't do this, Yuri. This isn't right. You're not like this. I love you. Tears start to form in her eyes. She looks directly at me one last time, and then she briefly kisses me. In a sick, twisted way. It was like the last of the Yuri I knew was wishing me luck in wherever I was ending up next. She pulls away from the kiss, wiping away her tears as well.
I love you too, Killen.
Well, shit. Woo! And that's how it ends with Beethoven. Well, that was a thing. Pump is involved in this. Hey, Pump. Well then,
That was a Yuri date.
Thank you for playing A Date with Yuri. Huh.
I almost on my phone as Killen's brother finished giving me the status update. You guys really haven't found who killed him yet?
Believe me, Sayori, we've tried. We've been on this case for months at this point, and the amount of leads we've had are the same as we started with. 0. I mean, have you considered thinking about the last person you was seen with? You know, Yuri.
Aw, come on. Don't tell me you're giving up.
I mean, I'm not giving up. The rest of the department has, though. I mean, I'm not giving up. The rest of the department has, though. At this point, it's down to me and, well, you, I guess. They're probably gonna rule his death as a freak accident or something. But I know that's bullshit. Really? 3 stab wounds to the chest is a freak accident?
The truth about Killing is never going to come out at this point, is it?
Probably not.
Ah. God damn it!
Do you have any idea who might have done this to Killen?
I don't know. The date didn't happen. I know Yuri was on this date with him, but... Wait.
You don't think she...
I hope she didn't. Because if she did, I'm gonna fucking find her and kill her my goddamn self. I'm going to fuck her up.
Well, that was a date with Yuri. I hope you all enjoyed a date with Yuri for what it's worth. Huh. You know what? The beginning and middle of it was incredibly mediocre, but the twist at the end was, huh. I mean, I had a feeling it wasn't going to end the way it was setting itself up to be, but, very interessante. Très bien. To Ayat and Team Red Mazda RX-7 stock. Let me know what you guys thought about this mod in the comments below. And if you're interested, you can stick around to see what the other choices are, because I'm curious about that myself. If it ends up taking a long time, I'll just make that a separate video. But yeah, if you're new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Help out your boy get some more quality content like this. So, it's been real. This is fun. It's your boy JQilin. Ciao for now.